Hi, parents. It's Robin McManne here. I want to talk to you about talking to your kids about hard things. In fact, I want to share with you 6 ways to talk to your kids, especially when there are times like this, when we are witnessing an extremely tragic event that happened at the Robb Elementary School in Texas. I know that you are feeling a lot of feelings about it, as am I, as are your kids. And I want you to be able to talk to your kids and have the tools that you need to talk to them so that they can feel calm and they can feel reassured and they can feel safe. The reality is in times like this, the news of this tragedy is everywhere. And our kids are hearing about it from the outside world. They may be hearing about it in your own home through news channel and other sources. And if we are not there to really talk to them and explain to them about what's going on, they may come up with their own ideas, their own thoughts, and that could actually lead to increased worry and fears. So, step number 1 when you're talking about these topics is first to check in with yourself. You likely are feeling some big feelings about it as well. And what we want to be really careful of is not transmitting or infecting our kids with our own stress and anxiety and worry, because anxious parents lead to anxious kids. And so when our kids are anxious, they actually don't deal with it in the same way we do. It comes out as behavior that we don't like, behavior that we want to change. And maybe they start saying, I don't want to go to school. And we get frustrated, we get angry. Maybe we threaten, we punish them, or they won't put down their phone, or they won't turn off their computer, whatever it is. And maybe that's their way of coping, but we've missed it because we have punished them, or we've yelled at them, or we've done something else. And we haven't actually gotten to what's really going on with them. That could just be their coping. So it's really important that we don't give our feelings to our kids because they are contagious. So before you go and talk to your kids, check in with how you're feeling. Are you feeling an elevated sense of stress or emotion? And if you are, maybe now isn't the right moment. If you are looking to do it in this moment, then take some deep cleansing breaths, really slow, deep belly breaths, because that will calm down your nervous system and it will lessen your stress and anxiety. It works every time. I love using square breathing, where you breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold for 4. This is the type of breathing that will get you back into control. The next is you want to go to your kids and bring up the topic. Don't be afraid to bring it up, because they're hearing about it. They're talking about it in school. They're talking about it with their friends. They're talking about it on social media, on the news, wherever they go, they're going to be hearing about it. And so you can bring it up as part of your regular routine. Maybe you bring it up at the dinner table or in the car to and from somewhere. You can also sit the family down and say, you know what, I really want to have a conversation about this, you guys. But the next thing that you want to do, step number 3, is to ask them, hey guys, what do you know? What are your feelings? What are your worries? What are your questions? And you need to really, really listen. And don't just listen to their words, listen to their body language as well. Maybe they're saying fine, but their body language is telling you otherwise. You can just say, tell me more. But really, really listen. That is the key here. And then once you've listened to their fears, you want to share with them what's going on in an age appropriate way. And you may have emotions when you talk about it, and that's okay. Name your emotions for your kids. Say, you know what, mom is really sad, or daddy is feeling sad. It's okay. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to cry. It's okay. And this is what happened. And your kids may need some time to process this, right? And once you've shared with them what's happened in an age appropriate way, they may want to process it for a little bit, and then come back to you and ask you more. And so you want to keep that conversation open. Tell them, listen, you guys, I am here for you for any questions you have, any worries you have, any thoughts you have. I am here for you. You can always ask me anything, anytime. What your kids may ask you or what your kids may think may surprise you. My youngest son, who's 14, he said to me that he thinks about it all the time. And every time he goes to class, he says he notices his exit. He looks for where the exits are. And we live in a place where there is gun control, and it is extremely hard to get a gun. And so that's how scared our kids are. So we need to really remember that and acknowledge that. And the next thing that you want to do as a figure of stability in their lives is to let them know that keeping you safe is up to the grown-ups. It's up to us. It's up to mom and dad, and it's up to the grown-ups in your life. And you can tell them, here's what we're already doing to make sure that you're safe. And that might mean that you need to check in with your school and check what they're doing. What are they doing to prevent it? What will they do in case of this kind of emergency, this kind of situation? And share with your kids what is in place already to keep them safe. And then in terms of sharing the ongoing facts and information from the news and other outlets, we really want to avoid information overload because it's overwhelming for our kids. When we have our news channels on 24/7, it will stress our kids and us out. It will stress us out. I know that when we've had it on, my mood is different and lower and sadder. And so you want to go in, get your information, and then turn it off. It's best if you can do it without your kids around, especially if your kids are younger. If you need to know, perhaps you go and you read it instead of watch it. I hope that those 6 steps will really help you. The most important thing is that your kids know that you are someone that they can come to talk to at any time, that you have information, and that you're in charge of keeping them safe. It's okay for you to have emotions. It's also okay for you to say, I'm not sure, and I'm going to get right back to you with that answer. And make sure you go get the answer and get right back to them. It's just a really important time for you to grow in your connection with your kids and really help them to understand what's going on in the most age-appropriate way as possible. I know this isn't easy, and I know that we shouldn't have to have these conversations, but unfortunately it is a reality, and I hope this really helps. Please do share this with anyone who you think may also need to hear this message. And of course, my channel is all about providing you with tools and solutions to help you be a more calm, connected, and confident parent. So please like and subscribe to my channel, and you'll be able to see other great videos on everything related to parenting. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being an intentional and peaceful parent raising the kids who are going to be our leaders tomorrow. Thanks for watching.